process to be much more effective for council guidance on major projects that require citizen consultation? How will you redesign the public input process to be more effective? Who's ever got the mic can start.
Well, I'll start. I guess from my perspective, and I know there's obviously people that don't agree, but you know, if we're referencing what happened with the parkade, you know, as a city councilor, as a mayor, we're elected to try to hear from everybody and hear the whole community and hear the input that we get. And at a public hearing or at a major project, it's not just simply whoever the bulk of the people that show up in the room that night and what they have to say. We still have to wade through it. On the parkade, for example, we had documents with all of the input sheets and that stacked about this high on my desk. And that included comments from the public, reports, technical reports, all of those types of things. And we're elected to wade through all of that. And certainly, I see people's angst because of the question of a yes or no on the parkade specifically. Lots of other questions that were asked. We did listen to people when they said they didn't want it 3 stories. They were concerned about sightlines into the park and those types of things. So I see the process that we are listening to the public. It took a while because that is the process. It's not whether I personally believe in it or somebody that's opposed to personally believes in it. The process is if there's a large enough showing of the public to take a second look, that's what we do, and that's exactly what we did.
Thank you, Peter.
I'm not so sure that it's a case of designing or redesigning a way to get public input. I think it's a matter of us taking advantage of the processes that we already have at hand, whether it's through town meetings or any other form of public inquiry. The thing that we need to do is just make certain that we get as many people out to these types of venues or processes that we can in order to ensure that we get a wide demographic and a good understanding of what every single person in the community is thinking. If we do that and encourage that, then we're going to have more input from the public so that we can work well with it. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter. You spoke really well about it, okay? But let me get back to the subject, okay, about water meters and about the idea of parkade, okay? If Milobar had a chance, if he could get a federal grant for the parkade, he would do that in a snap of a finger, okay? He did the same thing with the water meter. He got a grant, and he's able to put in the water meters. He had to turn down 2 times on a referendum. Okay, Ryan, it's your show.
Thank you. And he had some good points there. Like I say, we all, a good majority of us with the referendum obviously voted down the parkade. Now that money shouldn't have been spent on that parkade in the first place until that referendum had gone. So I see referendums as, like I say, more common, and when to have the voices, the people's voice in there on big ticket issues. The other thing, like I said before, is the technology allows us to do that sort of thing. And I think a lot of people see a lot of these groups around the city that Peter had mentioned that are doing such great work, and yeah, they do some good work, but a lot of it type is just blowing smoke and going through the process. And we, the people, are not stupid. We see that. We see the air quality. We're not stupid. We can see that smoke and the smog in there, you know, and that's stuff that needs to be taken care of. We're not stupid about the smart meters. We know they're not healthy, but government says it's healthy, and now the people have to stand up and fight it. I just got a threatening letter of $3,600 if I don't get a water meter within 7 days. Now, what kind of referendum did we have? What's the point of a referendum?
Okay, thank you, Brian. So some of these questions are